Welcome to Masonville Cove in Baltimore, Maryland, a vibrantly abundant habitat born from the nation's first urban wildlife refuge partnership. What is an urban wildlife refuge partnership? Well, it's comprised of a group of determined individuals at the Maryland Department of Transportation, Maryland Port Administration, Living Classrooms Foundation, the National Aquarium, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, who continue to work together to maintain this unique habitat that connects the communities that surround it and promotes environmental stewardship in its visitors. Join us as we take you through a few key highlights of our center. And feel free to personalize your tour by scrolling left and right on the arrows to get a panoramic view of all that Masonville has to offer. Each year, thousands of students and birdwatchers from across Baltimore and from all over Maryland and the Mid-Atlantic region flock to Masonville Cove's Environmental Education Center to delight in our easy-to-walk trails, just like the one we are exploring here. This natural gem is teeming with wildlife thanks to the restoration efforts of our partners and volunteers. In fact, Masonville Cove is home to over 250 species of birds, including Baltimore's only known pair of nesting bald eagles. If you look hard enough, you just may be able to see them nesting over there. And while you are looking around, see if you can identify any other birds, many of which are migratory birds that travel between North and South America during their annual migration. But birds aren't the only ones who call Masonville Cove home. Here in the clean waters along the trails, you'll find terrapins and rockfish, and if you're lucky, you'll quietly observe deer, fox, and maybe even a coyote patrolling the grassy wetlands. If that's not enough for you, look just offshore of Masonville Cove and you'll see a massive predator with a voracious appetite for plastic and other waste known as Captain Trash Wheel. One of several vessels in the Baltimore area of the Chesapeake Bay, Captain Trash Wheel is an autonomous vessel that prevents undesirable trash from entering Baltimore's waters. This funny-looking machine plays an important role in keeping our environmental center clean and livable. It may be hard to imagine, but this place wasn't always as interesting and beautiful as it is today. Over 100 years ago, Masonville Cove was simply a small residential community on the shore of the Patapsco River. As industry grew and Baltimore's economy boomed, Masonville slowly transformed into an industrial and, unfortunately, heavily polluted area. By the mid-1960s, the river was lifeless, filled with pollution and numerous vessels that had been abandoned within its waters. Thankfully, in 2004, a plan to breathe new life into the area was born. The port needed to maintain shipping channels in the Baltimore area and build a dredged material containment facility. At the same time, a partnership formed with the local community to restore Masonville Cove and give back to its residents through the construction of an education center. And that project has attracted and educated thousands of kids every year since. The Masonville Cove you see today. So that's our story. It officially opened to the public, and over the course of the past decade has welcomed over 35,000 students and countless other birders and community members to its unique, beautiful oasis in the middle of Baltimore City. Today, we are happy to count you among our many visitors and supporters, if only virtually for now. We look forward to seeing you in person along our trails in the future. Until then, learn more about this green oasis by visiting us at www.masonvillecove.org.